Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How we doing? I know I'm live right now, coming from my son's lacrosse game. And how is everybody? Just crushed my first 48-hour fast. How was that? I always hear that it gets a little wild with the different things coming out of your body and/or just how you feel. And then, do you want to crush food afterwards? You just want to nibble. I love that. I wish Ryan was here because he is really knowledgeable, being who he is, on all that stuff. Brofit, what's your thoughts on fasting? I always wanted to do a fast. I think I've done like a 24-hour fast. Not sure about 48 hours. But happy Saturday, everybody. It's going to be a great day. I'm out here in nature. Not really. I'm outside my son's lacrosse game, so I got to go back in shortly. But what's everybody doing this weekend? I know we have lacrosse games today, and then my niece has a birthday party, and then what else is going on? Trunk or treat. Anybody do trunk or treat where you go park in a parking lot and people you don't know give your kids candy out of their trunk? Depends on the purpose. Why? Oh, yeah. I think it's good for. I don't know. I'm just hypothesizing. It's good to flush stuff out of your system. Maybe drink a bunch of water. Don't eat food. I know there's a lot of like religious aspects of fasting too, like praying and focusing, and then flushing some other stuff out. Paul, what's up? What's up? What's up? Good to see you. Jason, what's up? Gratitude is easy. I'll miss you too, Nath, and you too, Craig. There's a mansion somewhere for the V Dads. I can't wait to build our clubhouse. I was thinking about this the other day because Steve K. Bark or NFT Bark or Steve, whatever he goes by now, was talking about how maybe Board 8 Yacht Club should ditch their like IRL clubhouse because then it's just in one place. But I'm like, let's just get a trailer home, get a V Dad's, My Daily Dad's trailer and just cruise it around like on the back of a semi. We can post up wherever we want, or get a huge RV. That way we can be, clubhousing it up anywhere. What else we got? Gratitude. Where's the gratitude for today? My wife came home and I'm very thankful. If you guys don't know, we're doing the Whatnot garage sale again today. So I'm going to start that off at 11 a.m. And I'm stingy. So guys aren't getting any good deals from me. Just kidding. I'm not terribly stingy. Well, sometimes. You know what? There's some people in this community that are really hard to deal with when you're making a deal, and I'm not that person. So, but there's also things I will let go of and won't let go of, but I'm going to have some items today that I don't think have ever been sold before. So I think that will be pretty cool. I'm probably not going to sell my Ninja Pack, but I might open it. But I'm getting off tangent. But anyways, it's going to be a great day. Jump in if you can at 9 a.m. and whatnot. And if you don't have a link, shoot me a message. But also, yes. Oh, Ryan. Hey, what's up, man?
I'm here. You can't see me, can you?
No selling used sexy time toys. Man, can't sell my hands.
Where am I at?
We just got way off tangent. That was a horrible joke. I'm embarrassed I said it, and I am. I take it back. So can we delete this?
Wait,
Ryan, I can't see you.
Can you see me?
I can hear you. I can't see. I don't know.
Make it happen. Hold
on. I got to go back in this lacrosse game in 4 minutes. Before my son doesn't know how to hold the stick with two hands, and he's just like flopping around out there like a fish on the field. Gratitude for the day, laying down on the couch with my newborn, watching.
Hold on. I'm coming. Hold on.
Tracking every breathing. Paul, that's beautiful. I remember when my daughter came home, we almost don't. This is embarrassing, but we almost slept with her in the bed, and we're like, nope, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But man, they cry a lot, but it's beautiful. It's like a symphony of They Need You. So, man, I got terrible angles today. That's all the good stuff. And other than that, Ryan. Oh man, there's two Ryans. No, there's no Ryans. I thought there was gonna be two Ryans, so no Ryans. Anybody else have any newborn stories? I remember it was just so nice being off work for a couple of weeks, and then, but then there's the other kids too. Do you have pets, Paul? Cats or dogs? I remember introducing dog or cat. Are you in your car? Where are you going? Are you coming to my house?
Am I in? Am I on? Please, you
Yeah.
still
What are you?
here? No.
I'm here. Can you hear? What are you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
All right. Stay on. Give me 2 minutes.
All right. You look good.
Thanks, man.
You're not rolling people on carpets, are you?
Maybe. Hold on. Stay there. I am in Staten Island, so anything could happen. Stay there.
Ryan's making me really nervous right now. Turn your camera on. Let's watch all the mini. He's like inside, and it's like all these like. I don't think the parent. I'm too uncomfortable to stream. I need to get the meta glasses, then I'd stream Baby Blaze's game, even though he's probably just standing there. So I need to go back in there in like 1 minute. If I turn my camera on right now, it's just the building because it's cold. And they're in the field house. But we're doing it raw today, guys. Ryan's driving around town. I'm trying to remember my mantra of I'm not the coach, and he made it. It's his first lacrosse, and he first time playing lacrosse ever, and just him putting on the armor I think is great because a lot of these kids have already been playing for like a year or two, and so I think that we're doing all right. And he's a first grader. I'd love to have a chat about this one day, but he turned 6 in June, so he'll always be the youngest. Would you guys hold him back, or just let it ride? I wanted to hold him back and do 2 years of kindergarten, but I wasn't able to do that because he was ready. He wanted to be with his friends. He's doing all right. He's a little bit behind on a couple of things, but we're working hard on it, and just trying to do all that stuff. Ryan, I need you to come back because I have to go back to this game. Ryan is at my house. Ryan just went to Paul's house. Guys, I got to put the phone down and go back in, but Ryan and Paul, I finally found who Blaze reminds me of. Seth Meyers from SNL. Oh, I love that. I think. I need to look into it deeper. But I got to go back into this game, and but I'm going to keep this on. Chat it up. If you guys can share the top 3 things with Paul that he needs to know about being a new dad in the chat until Ryan comes back. And I'm going to come and check the homework and remove you from the group if you didn't do it. Just kidding. I'm not going to do that, but I'll be back. Not right now, just in a little bit. And whatnot, 11 a.m. Love you guys. We're still here. Chat it up. Chat it up. Ryan, where are you? Bryson. Bryson, run, buddy, run. Come on, run. 2 hands. Come on, run.
All right, where are we at? You still got Blaze in here or no? All right, boys and girls. We're going to make this happen. I think we're still live. We should be. Had to say goodbye to Paul. Taking the boys to their soccer game. Where am I going to go? Paul, adios. Paul looked amazing doing some dad stuff. He is elated. I'm going to try and figure out how to get out of this maze of a neighborhood right now. What do we think? Paul, how do I get out of your neighborhood now, man? Staten Island is always confusing to me, but that's okay. I'm sure we dropped some gratitude. Did we do that, guys? We dropped some gratitude. I'm coming out. What time is it? We're like 14 minutes in right now. That's pretty cool. Thanks, man. Nate, thanks for the questions. My gratitude right now is being able to be so close. I feel like I was able to pop in, see Paul. I wasn't expecting to see Paul, by the way.
Bryson, 2 hands.
How are we doing over there, Blaze? Just be able to be so close. I'm just driving around aimlessly. I'm gonna figure this out, guys. This is just we're all dad and we're all doing all this stuff right now, all together. I'm gonna find my directions to get back home. I'm still here. We're gonna do home. This is gonna give us a little bit of insight on what we're supposed to do here. But my gratitude, guys, is definitely all about being so close and able to hang out with our people. I had family around, and obviously everything when we had our first kid, but it was definitely something where I think the community of people were so spread out, so it's always feeling like family. So to be able to have other dads around the area is definitely good. I really was not thinking I was going to be able to see Paul, and so that was really cool and happy to do that. Arthur Kill Road. If anyone knows Staten Island, Arthur Kill Road, everything happens around Arthur Kill Road. That's just where things go. I'm going to get on track and then we're going to be good. All right. So my gratitude is just having people close. Seeing Paul, being able to hang out just for a second. I feel like I rushed it, but I got to get home to my wife because my kiddo has to go horseback riding because she got all of her kindness stars. We took a note from Blaze's book, The Hirsch Household. They have a kindness. Jason, I'll send a link to you. Hold on. They do a kindness star chart. And so we wanted to do the same. And we did. And our kids are earning kindness stars, which is pretty amazing. You stay on. We're going to get this all back on track. I was able to, again, see Paul, but I baked some sourdough last night. So Paul got one of my loaves of sourdough, brought some butter, of course, because we need that butter there. We got you there, Blaze. Some butter. We sent a pack so that why my brain right now, Taylor Harper, right? Harper is your daughter's name. So I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong. So we gave Harper a pack to rip with her dad when they're ready. So that's going to be good. We got a box of diapers. Gave some
Only
coffee.
4 minutes left, buddy.
So all those things work. Thank you so much. Jay, what's happening?
Good morning. I was worried about you driving on the highway and talking at the same time.
Oh, on the highway is not the issue. The catacomb of Staten Island is the bigger challenge. So that's all it is. But we're okay. we're going to be able to figure this out. So we're getting back on track. We're back on track. Hey, what's going on with your morning? What's happening in Colorado?
Well, I was doing the reading this morning. I woke up earlier. I thought this was a really great one. And I think it's very timely, especially with both of you guys doing your things. You guys are doing your dad things and finding the stillness in the day. That's kind of my main takeaway from this, and teaching
No stillness today. There's no stillness.
You're right. And I have about 20 more minutes of stillness left in my morning before it disappears for sure. But yeah, teaching our kids how to find that stillness and be comfortable in it. That's something that's hitting this year, especially with the middle schooler for sure. And just, just having all these different options of online access and interactivity. Teaching them to find the stillness, be uncomfortable with it, being bored, finding productivity out of being bored, I think that's something that I'm currently working on, especially with Kira.
That's interesting. Can I ask something really quick? I don't know if you can see me right now, but I'll be back on once they make this right turn to get back onto 440. You said productivity. You said boredness and productivity. Do you feel like we always need to? Oh my gosh, I didn't realize how far south in Staten Island I am. Do you think that kids need to have productivity?
No, not. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. No, not on productivity. Saying like find value in the stillness and the boredom.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's really what I meant. No, you don't have to be productive all the time. That just kind of washes you out.
Yeah,
washes me out. Especially when I'm trying, you have like 3 or 4 things on a list, you're trying to get one done. You're doing 10 different things, all are inconsequential, and none of those big items ever get done. I've had those days. Those are really frustrating, especially when, you're not gaining anything from them. And I've had a few days like that this week specifically, where it's just frustrating and you just got to let it go. Sometimes that means just going to bed at the end of the night and be ready for the next day.
Yeah. Can I draw a parallel? Are we okay with that? Sometimes I get talking apologies.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm thinking I heard someone say recently, like having your own business sometimes.
Bryson's counting down the game clock on the field.
Is he just done? I'm hoping I don't miss this turn. I don't think I will. But someone was saying that like when you're an entrepreneur or you have a business, you feel like you're never done. And it's just like, it's the truth. There's always something that you can get done. And I always would get frustrated when like Lauren would say like, oh, are you done for the day? I'm like, I'm not done. Like it's never done. And it was almost like it was just I felt as if I needed to like stand up for it and be like, no, I'm always working. But it's not right to be doing that. But you need to set those boundaries. I think there needs to be boundaries to know when you should be done. Yeah, you're never going to be done. So why I'm saying that is because it is very much like when you're parenting, it is never done, right? It never feels done in terms of all that. And, Lauren does a lot of the planning in terms of like the kids' interactions and stuff like that. And then, sometimes I feel like I'm just kind of along for the ride on certain days and even weeks. And so, it still feels like it is never done there. So it's like if we don't find a little bit of that stillness for a moment, and even Dom, we've been doing, Dom, you've been doing a good job of meditation. You've been doing, did you do 40 minutes of meditation recently, Dom? I think you did 40 minutes of meditation, but finding that stillness just to be able to think about yourself and kind of be in the moment. Recently, someone also came in my office and the guy was giving me a compliment, and I don't take compliments well. And he's like, you can't even be right now in the moment, can you? And I was like trying to get back into business, like talk about like what we were supposed to be talking about. He's like, you're gonna implode, man, if you don't stop and just like sit for a second. And it was really true, and I do have a hard time with it. But I think it's more in parenting. It's hard to kind of stop sometimes because it feels like it is forever moving.
Yeah, you do have to set yourself limits, and that's something that I feel like I've gotten better at it. It's not, I mean, it's not, I'm not good at it. But I think it's really important to be kind to yourself, especially when you have something that you're trying to do besides parenting.
Yeah.
You have to set a limit. You have to give yourself a time limit and give yourself a reward at the end of that time, like whether it's snack or rest or something. I I think I've told you about a podcast I listen to. I listen to it like once or twice a year. It's a Jerry Seinfeld and Tim Ferriss interview, and he does a really good job of vocalizing how to tackle doing the things you need to do, forming a process, and stopping it, and giving yourself a reward. Because whether you're doing your own business or any other kind of venture, it's like you have to have a carrot at the end of the stick for yourself. You can't just stop, roll in the bed, wake up and do the same thing day in and day out and not expect to burn out. No, you're live. Anywho, next up on VDads, let's go to the couch.
I think I'm back.
There you are? Okay. He says this is a great reading. Allow your kids to be alone. Yeah, letting them be alone. One thing that I've done with my kids is if we're in the car, they tend to want to immediately start playing music, and especially when I leave school, because I take Kira home, it's we'll spend like 20 minutes not listening to music. It's like we just do silence, and I want her to feel how her brain might just kind of chill out and relax for a second if you just don't go right to music. I'm kind of Taylor Swifted out right now.
Can I ask a question?
You can ask as many questions as you want.
Awesome. I was curious. I love that. I think it's about slowing things down, especially after school. When you were saying that, I was curious. How does your conversation start with Kira or any of your kids once you pick them up from school? Because I was reading something recently about how they're so overstimulated and tired, and I think sometimes the first questions from parents are like, "Tell me everything." I know for me, when that happens, I'm like, I'm not a monkey. Like, I'm not gonna like. I don't need to recreate the whole day for you. That's how I feel. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just like, I'm just tired right now, and I don't want to find the points of interest for you within my day. But how do you approach the conversation with Kira to set up the environment for her to feel like she can really decompress and accept the quietness and the stillness?
I don't say anything. Some days we'll get in the car and talk.
Get in the car.
No, other days we just walk to the car and I just won't say anything, and usually that results in Kira being like, "Can I play music?" I'm like, "No."
Okay, got it.
And sometimes that will kind of some days, like, she'll ask the first question, where she asks how my day was, and I'll say, what went on, and that usually starts the conversation. So sometimes it's not me framing what the conversation should be. Sometimes it's just me what I'm trying to do is just give an example of like what to do when the day's done and you might be a little bit wigged out or your energy's gone. Just don't talk.
Yeah.
Enjoy the silence.
Can I ask how you find silence, or how you kind of do that as a parent? Are you?
Well, yeah. Mornings right now. This is my silence before VDADs. And literally just like getting in the car after work and not playing music. It's like I can physically feel my brain relaxing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a little brain massage. So yeah, if you don't do that, try it.
I sometimes feel like I have a hard because like driving is not a normal thing. It's not a usual thing for me. I mean, I'm driving maybe one day out of the week. I'm getting in a car. So, you know, when you're walking, and I don't really take the subway anymore, I'm on a bike, it's hard to find that silence because you're always kind of like you are navigating. I'm never sitting still and like letting the world kind of bring me along. So it's like every day I'm kind of setting the pace for myself and then, you know, pushing. And it's kind of hard because I think in some ways it's like I can just put my headphones in and then not turn them on. Like that helps me. But it's hard to find that stillness and that silence. But it's a good reminder to push it.
Yeah.
Like a car blaze.
So if, I'm just reading what Nate's just dropped here. Let's let them create a world through boredom. I think that's a skill that needs to be worked on for sure. Like kids need to know what it feels like to be bored. No, you don't have to fill every single minute of their life with something or an event. It's like sometimes, you know, spending half a day at home, no screens. Yeah, it's hard. And it's like sometimes they're going to ask you what they can do and you just tell them to find a toy that we've gotten them in the past month and use it, or find their own fun, or make something. That's really where a lot of good ideas come from, is being bored.
Oh, 100%. If ever I know that I'm trying to kind of figure something out, I'm talking to myself in silence. The one thing I always loved to do was just play darts, and not even play darts, just have a dartboard and just throw the darts at the dartboard. That was my way to like disassociate from like a moment and just keep throwing and throwing and throwing and throwing. And I got really good at it. Lauren didn't allow me to have a dartboard in the apartment. I mean, we don't have that much space anyway. But I've been thinking about bringing it back just to kind of have some of those moments. But I think and I worry about the absence of those moments, especially with the kids. And I'm thinking, are they, if they're always asking for an iPad or a TV or listening to music or trying to kind of go see their friends, are they ever having the moment to actually like get in touch with themselves? And so, you know, going back to even Inside Out 2, what was the boredom's name? Forget right now. What was the French boredom's, the character's name? But boredom, I thought needed to have more of a presence, needed to have a stronger character arc. I felt like it would have been a good thing because that boredom I thought was so important.
Yeah, I don't think boredom got a good showing there. It seemed like it was more like the bored teenager on the phone vibe.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think it was bad. I just think that they could have done more with it. But yeah, you're right. Actually, now thinking about it, boredom was on the phone the whole time, and then lost the phone, and that's how the whole storyline kept going anyway. But yeah, you're right. They should have maybe used it in a different way. That would have been a smart thing.
Yeah, I have to watch it again.
Yeah.
How did the lacrosse game end, Blaze?
Bryson getting a little bit better, right, Bryson?
Good.
How did you do?
Good.
What was the best thing that you did during the game
Well,
today?
well, I wasn't the best, like the best person in the world. I guess not that, but that would be fun if it would.
How did you help your team today? What's one thing that you did to help your team?
I forget.
All right, stay by it.
Bye.
There you go. But that's all I got.
Can I say one thing right now?
Yeah.
I am I'm grateful for the messiness of what this stream was today. And that everyone, what am I seeing? I'm seeing 18 people at least. I don't know where they're watching from right now, but I just want to say that I'm incredibly honored and grateful that people will follow along with us. And I think that, if it was a perfect kind of show, a perfect morning routine every single day, I think that the authenticity of kind of what all of this is would not be happening. So just want to say thank you for you guys hopping on, and thank you so much for everyone else that is just watching along. So that was great.
I think it's
Now we're stuck in the car.
being a viewer and being on here, and you guys are giving me absolute anxiety right now, both of you in the car driving.
I'm not driving. I'm parked in a Dunkin' Donuts parking lot.
Hands off.
Go inside, Dad.
Yeah, I think it's good that that we're doing this and showing what being a parent looks like on a Saturday.
Now.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it.
Okay.
All right. I think we're at time. We should go. I'm hitting traffic on Arizona right now.
All right. Hearts of gratitude. Cups of coffee. Have a good day, everybody.
All right. Thank you, Jason.
See you guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, and also goodbye. Also.
Whew, I didn't know what was coming out of that mouth.